Here goes with RealPHN's local health systems and the U.S. healthcare system. Opening statement seems to always be the same. This has to be the most important stakeholder. It's true. Hospitals receive about 30% of the U.S. healthcare spend for $4 trillion, says $1.5 trillion. They typically are locally branded, specific geography, capitally intensive, highly dependent on staff, very, very low margin, dependent on payer mix and reimbursement by payers, have community allegiance, and dependent upon contributions. The future of continuing the track we're on is increased pricing transparency, aging populations, intense government payer downward pressure, staffing changes, major change and improvements absolutely must happen. And local healthcare systems are going to jump to the lead or continue to struggle for bare bones survival. I'm banking on them getting in the lead with local community governments and state governments. I have a big confidence in that evolution. Our next step will be the status quo approach. We have the individuals down at the bottom. We have the fifth stakeholder over there with hospitals and specialists. I kind of moved the contracting and management over between the stakeholders 6 and 5, the payers and the hospitals. And that's the way it is now. Status quo is going to be as follows. Almost impossible to break out. We've been through this, but what's happening is the structures are the same as today. You've got to have staff, you've got to have facility, you've got to have money, you've got to be ready when people come, and you're paid through all kinds of different multiple payers, and you got everybody paying you something different. And you got the charge master, and you got the discounts, and you got to what you'll settle for. Impossible business model. You accept all comers, respond to their immediate needs. You have to be staffed to respond to their immediate needs. Treat those conditions, triage conditions you can't deal with, bill for services, and hope the heck you get paid something that's related to what you need to stay alive. In today's and tomorrow's world, any organization that can survive cannot do it, I don't think, without being connected with their clients, their customers, patients, constituents. And if people disagree with me, they can just disagree with me. But I don't think businesses survive today without that. Amazon knows a hell of a lot more about me than my doctors, nurses, or hospitals. Starting with the healthcare systems, the local healthcare system, adding the administrator and the stakeholder, that's number 6. I have made the statement over and over that healthcare systems are better equipped, have most natural fit, and have the most to win by implementing real population health in their geographies, communities, which means injecting and operating an interface between the health system and the community. So the first question is, can your organization adopt the potential reality that real population health is your natural wheelhouse, lowers risk rather than increasing risk? No reason to move forward if that pivot is not possible. In this view, population health contracting department is deployed to implement real population health. You got to figure out how you're going to do it on your own group. You got to go with direct relationship with some of your larger employers. You launch programs, and you've got to get to where you are in charge of your membership, and you move it toward dealing with populations and improving health and healthcare. Quick personal story. I had been doing direct stuff in the 1970s on behalf of employers in Dallas, going directly to hospitals. In early 90s, I had the good opportunity of popping across the aisle to a health system in Tyler, Texas, and we deployed their business office to people to go directly to their employers. Worked magically, and that a long story, but it was a good end to the story. So there you have it. That is a community seeking and achieving better health, better health care, and lower cost. Summary statement is, wow, the challenges and opportunity are astonishing. It's going to play out community by community across 20 to 40,000 communities across this country. I'm saying, who will answer the call? The local health system without some direct relationships with money and people uh, is in a dire circumstance, which I'm sure those reading this and hearing this are going to say, you understand. Thanks for being part of this today.